before. Give it up for Noah.
I never liked name tattoos. The idea that someone else's name would stay on my body forever sounded more like a mistake to me. That is, until him. You see, I adopted my son 5 years ago, and I couldn't have been more excited to become a cat dad. I named him Sampson. He was 2 years old when I found him, and you could feel how full of light he was. The color of forests were trapped in his eyes. His soft white fur gleamed moonlight. The peony color of his nose and ears always radiated love back to mine, and I could feel his heart beat. I could feel his love growing from every action of his legs, from every twitch of his nose. Goddess, the way he looked at me sometimes, I swear I could have become everything I ever wanted to be. This belief must be where religion comes from. Yes. I brought him back to my apartment for the first time, and it instantly grew into a home because of him. Over the years, he helped me through my breakups with abusive, alcoholic exes who would slur their words with liquor and fill their hands with rage against me. He helped me through my meltdowns, the ones that left me incapacitated on the floor, sobbing for days. He always brought me back to my body with a resonating sound coming from his chest, his heart pouring love into mine. He followed me everywhere. To the bathroom, taking naps with me on the couch, to the kitchen, always hoping for a can of food to open, sleeping next to me in bed at night, listening to me perform poetry at home. He talked to me too. So I can't imagine what he's told my friends about me. Gods, he was so good. His white light broke through all darkness. For 5 years, we took on the world together. How could I have known that those days would come to an end so unexpectedly? I thought I would have more time, but I lost him so quickly. He looked at me with wide eyes, open mouth breathing, terrified. He was trying to gulp in air like he had been drowning at sea for the last hour. I drove him to the emergency room, screaming at him not to leave me, screaming how much I loved him and how we were almost there to hold on just a little while longer. Please. The doctor told me that it didn't look good. Less than 50% chance he would make it through the night. She told me that it could be a number of things, but because he was having so much trouble breathing, nothing could be done but waiting. She handed me a bill for his possible overnight stay, and all I could see were numbers for how much his life was worth to me. I cried so loudly for the first time in years. I saw him one last time before his heart stopped. A sight I'll never be able to unsee, him writhing around in the oxygen room, trying to breathe, foam coming from his mouth. I asked the doctor if there was anything she could do to make his suffering any less. It was the most difficult decision to end his life with a shot, but it was a mercy compared to what he was struggling through. After his heart stopped beating, they brought him to me, wrapped in a soft blanket. His eyes no longer shine forest, no twitching nose, no resonating sounds of purring, no heartbeat. I cried and cried, said my goodbyes to his body, knowing his soul was already around me. I miss him with every heartbeat, escaping my own ribcage. I got his name tattooed on me. To the people who may feel like me getting my cat's name tattooed on my leg is obnoxious, I'm sure if it was my son's name, you wouldn't think twice. He will always be a son to me.